Over 2,000 years ago, the Greek philosopher Plato shared a story that would outlive him by millennia. It wasn't just any story. It was about a mighty empire, a kingdom so rich and powerful that it ruled far beyond its borders. And yet, in one single day and night, that entire kingdom vanished beneath the waves, swallowed by the sea. The name of this place has echoed through history ever since: Atlantis. Plato described Atlantis as a massive island lying just beyond the Pillars of Heracles, what we call the Strait of Gibraltar today. According to him, this island was larger than Libya and Asia Minor combined. Its people had wealth beyond imagination. They built a city unlike anything the world had ever seen, a city with concentric rings of land and water, perfectly designed for both beauty and defense. Their navy dominated the seas, their armies were feared across the lands, and their knowledge of engineering and architecture was centuries ahead of its time. But greatness comes with a price. Over time, Plato says, the Atlanteans lost their virtue. They became greedy, arrogant, and obsessed with power. They no longer cared for wisdom or balance, only for conquest. And so, according to the legend, the gods punished them. In a single day and night of destruction, Atlantis was consumed by the ocean and disappeared forever. Before we dive deeper into this mystery, take a moment to subscribe to Obscerna and hit that notification bell. That way, you won't miss the next time we uncover a story from history that's stranger than fiction. And if you're enjoying this so far, don't forget to like this video. It helps the channel grow and tells me you want more content like this. Now, many scholars believe Plato never meant for Atlantis to be taken literally. To them, it was simply an allegory, a moral tale about the dangers of pride and corruption. Atlantis, in this view, was never real. It was a warning to the people of Athens, who were struggling with war and political decline. Plato wasn't giving us history. He was giving us philosophy. But here's the thing. If Atlantis was just a story, why has it captured our imagination for more than 2,000 years? Why have explorers, adventurers, and even serious researchers spent lifetimes searching for it? Could it be because the story feels a little too familiar, almost like it might have been based on a real memory of a civilization long forgotten? One of the most convincing possibilities is the Minoan civilization. The Minoans lived on the island of Crete and nearby Santorini more than 3,000 years ago. They were wealthy, powerful, and technologically advanced. Their cities had plumbing, art, and palaces that dazzled their neighbors. But around 1600 BC, disaster struck. The volcano on Santorini erupted in one of the most violent explosions in human history. Ash filled the skies. Tsunamis rolled across the Aegean Sea. Entire cities were wiped out. What was once a thriving, advanced civilization crumbled almost overnight. To many, this is more than coincidence. Could the story of Atlantis be a distant echo of the fall of the Minoans? But others point to Spain, near the marshes of Doñana. Here, archaeologists have discovered traces of ancient circular structures buried in the mud. And if you've read Plato's account, you know why this is interesting. He described Atlantis as a city made of rings of land and water. Could these ruins be the remains of Atlantis itself? Or are they simply another ancient settlement lost to time? In the 1960s, the mystery deepened further. Divers in the Bahamas stumbled upon a strange formation of stones underwater. They called it the Bimini Road. To some, it looked like a paved road or the foundation of ancient walls, exactly what you'd expect to find in a sunken city. To others, it was nothing more than natural rock shaped by the ocean. The debate continues to this day. But for believers, discoveries like the Bimini Road are proof that Atlantis is still out there, waiting to be uncovered. And then, of course, comes one of the wildest theories of all: Antarctica. Some researchers and fringe theorists suggest that before it was covered in ice, Antarctica may have been home to a great civilization. Old maps, mysterious ruins, and even theories about shifting continents have been used to argue that Atlantis lies frozen at the bottom of the world. Mainstream historians dismiss this as speculation. But for storytellers, dreamers, and adventurers, the possibility is too powerful to ignore. If you've made it this far, let me know in the comments what you think so far. Do you lean towards Santorini, Spain, the Bahamas, or something even stranger like Antarctica? Drop your theory below. I love reading your thoughts. And while you're down there, don't forget to like the video if you're enjoying this dive into history's greatest mystery. But Atlantis is more than just a place on a map. That's what makes it so fascinating. Atlantis has become a symbol. It represents the dream of a lost paradise, a society more advanced than we ever imagined, with knowledge and technology that we can only dream of. At the same time, it's a warning that even the greatest empires can fall, that arrogance and greed can destroy everything. Maybe that's why the story has survived for so long. It's not just about the past. It's about us. Think about it. Every great civilization in history has its peak and its downfall. The Romans, the Maya, the empires of Mesopotamia, they all rose and fell. Atlantis reminds us that nothing lasts forever. Maybe that's why we keep searching. Maybe we hope that by finding Atlantis, we'll uncover a lesson we can still use today. And maybe that's also why the story has become so popular in modern culture. From movies like Disney's Atlantis, The Lost Empire, to video games like Assassin's Creed, the legend continues to inspire new generations. Atlantis is more than history. It's become part of our imagination, a story we keep retelling in different ways. So, what is the truth? Was Atlantis real? Was it Santorini? Spain? Somewhere under the Atlantic? Or was it nothing more than a story, carefully crafted by Plato to teach a lesson about human weakness? The truth is, we may never know. And maybe that's the point. The mystery itself is what keeps us searching. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, make sure to subscribe to Obscerna, hit that like button, and share this video with a friend who loves history and mysteries. It really helps the channel grow and lets me keep bringing you more stories from the dark and fascinating corners of the past. Atlantis may be lost forever, but as long as we keep telling the story in some way, it will always be with us.